The 2025 Mazda 3, one of my most favorite compact cars that's available today on sale. And we have some subtle new changes to talk about, nothing crazy, but towards the end of this video, I will share with you a resource where you can save a substantial amount of money on brand new Mazdas, but more on that towards the end. All right, let's talk about the latest changes for the 2025 Mazda 3. So for the hatchback, which is my most favorite version of the Mazda 3, it now gets an entry-level S package, which helps reduce the entry-level price of the hatchback. However, I still don't really recommend it because it looks pretty lame with those entry-level wheels. I would still at least try to go for the sport model because it comes with those more stylish looking 18-inch black wheels for not that much more money, and it'll come with more options as well. But other things, we have the available Alexa built-in technology, which allows you to have hands-free connectivity, and you will also get available Mazda online navigation technology, which will also come with over-the-air updates. And we do have full pricing available for the Mazda 3. A sedan is going to start at $23,950, and the hatchback on average is going to be about $1,000 more than the equivalent sedan. But keep in mind, these prices do not include the destination fee, which is $1,185. So you do have to add that back in to these quoted MSRPs. And in the Mazda 3 lineup, I think the Carbon Edition might be a good one to go with, either the naturally aspirated 4-cylinder carbon or the turbo carbon. I think that might be your best bang for the buck in terms of features, looks, performance, etc. But fortunately, even if you do decide to go with a base model Mazda 3, you are getting a lot. So it's going to come standard with front-wheel drive, and it's going to have the naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine with 191 horsepower and 186 pounds-feet of torque, and you can use regular fuel with the NA 4-cylinder. And the base S model will come with all of the useful safety tech as standard, like blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and much more. You're also going to get the 8.8-inch infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, although it seems to be a wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You're also going to get a 6-speaker sound system, a rear view camera, automatic headlights, and a few other features as well. But when you step up to the carbon naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, that's when you begin to get the wireless Apple CarPlay and the wireless Android Auto, as well as wireless charging pad, and that's also when you get all-wheel drive as well. So Carbon Edition, that's a nice well-rounded package right there. However, there's still no mention of the Bose audio system with the NA 4-cylinder Carbon Edition. Apparently you have to step up one more level to get the premium, and that's when you get the 12-speaker Bose audio system, and that is an amazing audio system for sure. It is worth getting. And the other thing about the premium Mazda 3 is you can get the 6-speed manual transmission. That's right, even in 2025 they're still offering the 6-speed manual. That is pretty sweet. And I also like the fact that they put that manual transmission at the high-end top trim level of the NA 4-cylinder. So they really tax you, and they really want you to pay up to get that manual. Usually back in the day, they would only offer the manual in the base models, and now it's the opposite because so few people purchase manuals. They really want you to put your money where your mouth is and get the highest top trim level. And that's also something to consider. That is a special thing to be able to get a brand new daily driver with a manual, and it pretty much costs exactly the same as the Carbon Edition as well. It's like $100 more, but you lose out on the all-wheel drive. So it's really up to you. You really have to decide for yourself what you value most. And of course, you have the turbo models with 227 horsepower and 310 pounds-feet of torque when you utilize regular fuel. When you use the premium fuel, you get 250 horsepower and 320 pounds-feet of torque out of the turbo Mazda 3. That's literally more torque than an E92 BMW M3. However, once again, even with the turbo models, you have to step up to the Premium Plus to get the Bose audio system. That really pisses me off. I don't like that. I wish at least with the carbon vehicles they would give you that Bose audio, but they're not doing it. And another thing you get with the turbo vehicles is the larger 10.25-inch infotainment screen with, once again, wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. And the turbos do come standard with all-wheel drive as well. The NA 4-cylinder is more than enough to move this small sedan slash hatchback. That's really all you need for daily driving purposes. But of course, they have to drop the ball. Of course, there has to be an asterisk and fine print involved. We do have here cylinder deactivation with that NA 4-cylinder, and that really blows. Like, these car companies, they won't allow me to just make a unanimous yes, go out and buy this car. No, there always has to be that asterisk and that fine print somewhere. So here's the thing, I mean, if you're really worried about the cylinder deactivation, I guess you're just gonna have to pay up and extend the warranty perhaps. But because of this reason, a lot of people actually skip the naturally aspirated engine and they just get the turbocharged engine. I mean, it's really up to you and your budget, but it is sad that they had to incorporate that. And yes, I get it. It's because of emissions and EPA. Yeah, that's what they tell us, of course. Aside from the cylinder deactivation, I do like the NA 4-cylinder. It performs well. It's smooth. It's relatively quiet. It doesn't make a nasty racket by any means. It's got a decent tone to the engine. That's the other thing I really like about Mazda's 4-cylinders. They're one of the better sounding 4-cylinders out there, including the turbo models. But yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know about the 2025 Mazda 3. As promised before towards the beginning of this video, here's how you can save on new Mazdas. So there is a broker by the name of AutoCompanion who is offering phenomenal discounts on brand new Mazdas. Sadly, he has not updated his spreadsheet to include the Mazda 3, and I guess I'm not surprised because across the board, it seems to be really difficult to get discounts on entry-level compact cars. I'm partnered with another broker by the name of Jim who offers Toyota deals, and even he told me that his dealerships do not discount Corollas. People just come in and they just buy Corollas at full sticker price all day long. But on the Camrys, he is below invoice and he is at invoice on 2025 Camrys. Now I'm talking about Jim, not AutoCompanion, but I'm just trying to describe to you the market of compact cars. Many people, they just have like this bottom barrel mindset and they just always go for the cheapest model vehicle that's offered by the manufacturer, and they don't even bother to research or check to see if the next level vehicle can be had for a similar price or even less in some cases. Obviously with Mazda, the Mazda 6 does not exist anymore. They stopped producing that, but I'm just saying. And regardless, the Mazda 3 is a pretty small vehicle. It might not work out for some families. The trunk space, even in the hatchback, is pretty poor, and the rear seats don't offer much legroom either. That's why the Mazda CX-5 is like my go-to vehicle for a lot of families. And on vehicles like the Mazda CX-5, AutoCompanion is offering like 11% off, 12% off MSRP. Same thing with the CX-30 as well, and even the CX-50. So all of those vehicles I absolutely recommend. You're not going wrong with any of these vehicles or the Mazda 3. Despite these being like their more entry-level products and their mid-level products, these Mazdas genuinely feel like Audis to drive. And even when you sit in them as well, these are really refined interior spaces. They're clean, there's no gimmicks, you have physical buttons and switches. There's no crudeness to them when you drive it. It really feels refined and luxury car levels of quietness. That's why myself and so many other reviewers are so high on this brand. So enjoy those substantial discounts on those excellent Mazdas, but get this, even on the CX-90, AutoCompanion is offering 9% off MSRP. And here's the thing about the CX-90, I actually don't like this SUV, which is crazy because all of their lower end vehicles, they absolutely nailed it. I have no idea how this company dropped the ball when it came to their flagship, top of the line 3-row SUV. I have no idea how they happened to go backwards on this, especially when they went to a rear-wheel drive architecture, inline-6 engines, and somehow this ended up being worse than the freaking CX-9 that they had before. It's so bizarre, it's so weird, but at these discounts and at these low lease payments, I can tolerate the CX-90. I can put up with the CX-90 due to these incredible discounts. And that's just the dealership discount that AutoCompanion is offering. He also has a free leasing calculator, which I'm going to have linked in the description box below. You can use this calculator to enter in your zip code and you can see all of the incentives that you qualify for in your local area. When it comes to the plug-in hybrids for the CX-70 and the CX-90, you get additional $8,700 on top of the dealer discount. That is crazy because incentives always stack on top of the dealer discount, and that's why it's imperative that you use AutoCompanion's free calculator so you're not leaving any money on the table. Because if you don't know about these things, those incentives, the dealership will literally pocket that money instead of passing it on to you. That's why it's imperative that we are educated and well-informed buyers and we utilize resources like this to save the maximum amount of money in this ridiculous car market. And nowadays, that's really my only goal with this channel, is to just help people save money, because people aren't really going to listen to me and my opinions on vehicles. They're just going to go out and buy whatever they like. In fact, they hate it when I tell them the truth. They don't like it when I say that I don't like the CX-90. Do you therefore hate me because I told you the truth? Absolutely. People despise me for it. Not everyone, but there is a shockingly large amount of people that don't like to hear the truth. Whatever, I do not care. It's your money. Go do what you want with it. At least I want to show you ways on how you can save money. So if you want to take advantage of these Mazda deals, reach out to AutoCompanion. He's located in Washington, D.C., and he can offer you nationwide shipping, but that's something you have to pay for. And he also charges you a broker fee, but if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box below, he will take some money off of that broker fee. So hopefully you appreciate this knowledge, this information, and these resources. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're currently a Mazda owner, let us know what your dealership experience is like. Let us know how the vehicle has been holding up for you. And let us know how you and your family like your Mazda. So with that established, thank you for watching, take care, and goodbye.